Philippine important financial institution increases prices in off-cycle pass, signals further action. Manila. The Philippine important financial institution raised its key hobby rates by using 75 basis factors in a Marvel pass on Thursday and kept the door open for in addition tightening because it rushed to contain broadening inflationary pressure and rescue a faltering peso. Implemented outside the everyday policy meeting cycle, the tightening circulate changed into the most aggressive via the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) since the valuable bank shifted to an inflation targeting technique in 2002. The upward push in hobby prices followed policy shifts effected via different primary banks in Asia and someplace else on Wednesday and Thursday. They included one in Singapore that turned into additionally an off-cycle pass. In the Philippines, the charge on the important thing in a single day opposite repurchase facility rose to 3.25%, BSP Governor Felipe Medalla stated in a declaration. In elevating the policy hobby rate anew, the Monetary Board diagnosed that a giant further tightening of economic policy became warranted by signs and symptoms of sustained and broadening rate pressures amid the continued normalization of monetary policy settings, Medalla stated. The fees at the BSP's overnight deposit and lending facilities were additionally raised by way of 75 foundation points, to 2.75% and 3.75%, respectively. No such flow became predicted on Thursday because the BSP did not have an ordinary coverage assembly scheduled till August 18. The vital financial institution formerly raised hobby prices by means of 25 basis points in May and once more in June. The economy become robust sufficient to soak up the state-of-the-art upward thrust, Finance Minister Benjamin Diokno mentioned in an assertion. Peso recovers. The Philippine peso, which had hit a report low early this week versus the U.S. greenback, recovered a few misplaced ground and changed into remaining up 0.4%. The peso is the worst performing currency in Southeast Asia this 12 months as the dollar keeps to bolster on expectations for faster Federal Reserve coverage tightening. The Fed is seen stepping up its tightening marketing campaign with a supersized 100 basis point fee hike this month after a report showed inflation racing at 4-decade highs. The BSP's move was intended to help or as a minimum stabilize the peso trade rate, said Michael Ricafort, economist at Rizal Commercial Banking Corp in Manila. A susceptible peso adds in addition stress on inflation, threatening to derail recuperation of the consumption-driven home economy. More charge hikes are nonetheless feasible, if wished, as a feature of any further Fed price hikes to bring down accelerated inflation, Ricafort stated. Further tightening possible. Medalla said the BSP changed into ready to take in addition important movements to steer inflation towards a target consistent path over the medium term. The imperative banks of New Zealand and South Korea extended hobby prices via 50 foundation factors on Wednesday, whilst Canada's shocked markets by means of going for 100 foundation factors. Singapore's Thursday flow changed into recentering the midpoint of an exchange rate coverage band. Malaysia's important bank raised its benchmark hobby price for the second straight meeting remaining week. Indonesia's primary bank may enhance interest charges inside the current area to comprise future stress on center inflation, however any upward push will no longer be competitive, its governor stated on Friday. Philippine inflation surged to the very best level in nearly 4 years in June, and is widely anticipated to remain improved, pushing the full-year average outside the target band of 2% to 4%.